So as you know, I'm an avid Sony shooter and this is my favorite small camera, the Sony FX30. But in addition to Sony stuff, I also have a lot of lenses. So this is a Nikon 28 AIS, this is a 35, this is a 50, and I also have this really nice 85. So these are all pretty nice lenses. And it's a pity that there aren't very good adapters to let me use them with my FX30. So in order to use your nice Nikon lenses on a mirrorless body like this, you need an adapter. So these are two lens adapters available for the F-mount to E-mount. So there are two types. The first one is this kind of dumb adapter, which has nothing. It's basically just a extension tube with two mounts. So this gives you the correct flange distance for your DSLR or old SLR lenses. And one side is an F-mount, this side is an E-mount. This side goes onto your camera and you mount your F-mount lens on this one. This is the other type. This is also similar. It's also from K&F and it's kind of a budget option. So this one gives you an aperture control ring because some of the old Nikon lenses don't really have aperture rings. So you can see that for this one, the aperture ring, it is very loose and the travel of the aperture ring is very, very small. And let me show you the issues I faced with actually these adapters. So this is the 50mm. So you can see that it's really tight. So the tolerances on these kind of adapters, I feel, is not very consistent. I have encountered some which have very tight mounts on this side, on the E-mount side, and some are actually a bit looser. So you can see that if I want to remove the lens, I have to exert quite a lot of force to turn it, and then it's free. So this actually is not very good for your lens because it may wear out your mount over time. And also if this side is on your camera while you're changing the lens, you're also exerting a lot of force on your camera mount. So this is pretty budget, cheap, but I don't really like the quality of it. The QC is not so good and the lens mount, it's kind of inconsistently tight on some copies. So the next one is this one. This is the same. So I think same thing, we put it on. It is also extremely tight. I'm not going to force it on. So I don't really use these because I feel that the mating surface with the F-mount side is always not very precise and is always a bit too tight. It might be because my lenses are vintage and the tolerances back then may not be so accurate, and that's why I don't really use them. So to solve this problem, I've got something from XPImage. So this is not a sponsored video, but I bought this with my own money. And this is a very special F-mount Nikon to E-mount adapter. I think they make others too. So this is the adapter over here. So you can see it is very nice looking. The quality looks much better than the cheaper ones. This costs a little bit more than the cheaper ones. This cost me about 100 bucks. But let me show you what's so special about it. So this is your F-mount side. So you can see that this is actually really nicely machined, really solid. The whole body is a nice anodized finish. It is very smooth and the tolerances are excellent. This is the release for your locking knob. This is the iris control, which is very nicely damped and very, very stiff, which is very nice to use. And this is the E-mount side. So one of the highlights of this product that I found is that the quality is extremely high on the machining tolerances and of the build construction. So for the E-mount side, it has a couple of screws to hold it there. So there are like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 screws to hold the mount onto the adapter. And you can see that there's also a weather sealing gasket on this one. So for the other cheaper ones like this, you can see that there's only 4 screws holding it there. The quality may not be so high, it's not so shiny, and there's no weather sealing gasket. So if you go to this other model, so there are other models also that don't even have a nicer mating surface. This is just blackened aluminium. So this will wear out much faster than something like this or this. And none of these actually have the weather sealing gasket. So this is extremely nice. So on this side, we have this release catch. So you just turn it to open, and that's it. So I'm going to show you how to use this adapter. So let's show you how to use this adapter. We have gathered some really nice Nikon lenses and our FX30. So the first thing we do is remove the cover, and we're going to line up the dot here with the dot on the E-mount. So you just line it up. So the fit is really tight and nice because there's a weather sealing gasket, so it goes on really satisfyingly with a click. You can see this is our mount. So we got to open it first. So we have to press this release, turn it all the way to open. So if you have closed it, turn it, press this, go all the way. Then you have to open the iris also. So this is fully open. Everything lines up with this. And then you just take your lens. So we've got a 50 over here. So there's the alignment dot. You place it with this dot. There's also a red dot here. So we just align it. It's really simple. Goes in like this. Then you just lock it. That's it. So you can see how easy it was to install the lens. So to remove the lens, you just turn it. You don't have to apply a lot of force. You just unlock this, turn this, and the lens comes off. So I love this action. It's like your cinema lenses with the PL mount. So you just put it in, tighten it slightly. You don't have to crank it all the way. And the lens is fixed on really, really nicely. So you can control your iris with the manual aperture dial on your lens, or you can actually use this one. So to use it, you just turn it to your closed aperture. So you can see that now you have a nice tapless aperture. So you have basically achieved a declicked lens with this. So this is very tight, but it's still very smooth. So it allows you to put your aperture at any position and it's not going to move because the spring in your lens is not going to overcome the stiffness in this adapter. So this is really nice. Alright, so once you're done with your lens and you want to open the aperture again, to take out the lens, you turn this ring all the way. So it's going to stop here to stop you from accidentally dismounting the lens. You're going to press this safety catch, then you just rotate this and the lens pops off. So it's so smooth and so nice to use. I'm going to put on a bigger lens now. So we have the 85 now. So you can find the dot again. So you just align the dot. Then you just turn the lock and it's in. You just turn it a little bit, don't have to turn it too tightly, and it works so nicely. So the lens is on pretty tightly and you can just use the lens clicked or declicked. So I can use my aperture ring like so, or I can turn it down all the way and use the mount aperture dial. So I have a constant, really nice, smooth iris control now. So I think this is one of the nicer products that I've discovered recently. I think that if you have a lot of F-mount lenses, you should get one of these because it's just so nice to use. It's so easy to mount and dismount your lenses. And it's just a very high quality mount, which is hard to find these days because everybody is trying to go cheaper and cheaper and we don't have any nice products anymore. So this is from XPImage. You can Google it. I got it from Amazon. You can buy it from eBay. And this is called the this is called the F to E2 adapter. And I also bought a body cap so I can actually just use it like this. So I can leave this basically on my camera all the time, and when I want to use the lens, I can just release the cover, take my lens, put it on, and we can shoot. Right, so I hope you like this. I feel that this product is best suited for cinema bodies, so I will use this on my FX6 and probably the FX5 in future. Really nice.